Hey you guys, welcome again to another episode of the I.D.L.Y.T Podcast with your girl Lulu_Villain. You know what it is. I'm back. It's another week. It's another Sunday. I hope you guys are really excited for what we have here today. As you can see, I have a tall man in my episode. Hey guys, he's really tall. Like, I'll show you guys the height difference. Anyway, I have Kudzi today, who's a chef and a sommelier.
Hello,
You have to talk.
hello. Sorry. Not used to talking before that. Hi, how are you?
Just drinking and
Hi
eating.
guys, just drinking and eating.
That's my vibe though. Just
drinking.
drinking and eating. Personally, like, you want to know me? Bring drinks and food. We're good. Which is what we're going to be doing, you guys. Today, we are going to have a recipe by Kudzi
Yes,
and
yes.
a wine here. We've already started. We started the party without you guys. But go get your bottle and join us. But yeah, Kudzi, what's the recipe? What are we cooking today?
So we're gonna have a chicken ballantine, which is
What?
basically stuffed chicken.
Stuffed chicken.
Yes. You're gonna need 2 chicken breasts, 100 grams of mince, 2 to 3 mushrooms, 1 shallot or an onion if you can't find shallots, some parsley, some chicken stock, a knob of butter, a clove of garlic, a splash of white wine, 250 milliliters of double cream, and some roasted baby potatoes for the starch.
But what is that word?
Ballantine.
Ballantine.
Yes, it's a
Like-
French term. It's a French recipe. French
Oh
term.
no, that sounded like gelatin. So
Ah.
I was like-
No fingers are going to be chopped off today, please.
Okay, so chicken ballantine.
Yes, so it's basically stuffed chicken breast to be specific. We're going
Yeah.
to have that with some potatoes, and we're pairing it with the unwooded Chardonnay, which is from Oddbins. I'll let you know why I asked for Oddbins later on.
Yeah, and unwooded. We're gonna have to get in there. So guys, today we're actually gonna get, like, obviously a chef follow through how to cook, but also you guys, we're gonna learn about wine, like tasting and how he got into his job and all that. So the ballantine. Okay, again, you guys, the idea. So I asked him to give me a recipe for something of like under 250. So that's both the date, the food. The whole date is 250 and less. But the food and the wine, all of it inclusive, was like less than 250. And I'm glad he stuck to the budget. So shout out to that. And I hope you guys actually do this recipe as well. And in the comments, let me know how it went and whether you guys enjoyed the specific recipe. But yeah, let's get into it. What do we start with? Where do we
Great.
go?
So first off, we're going to have to roast the potatoes because potatoes take a bit of time to
Okay.
roast. And then whilst the potatoes are roasting, we're going to be doing the chicken. That is smashing the chicken. So going to get some
Smashing.
anger out. Yeah, smashing it out.
Can't wait.
Stuffing it.
The stress I've had this week.
Get them all out in the chicken.
Yeah.
Take them all out
Just
in
go
chicken.
in there.
And then we're going to poach it and finish it off with a sauce.
Okay. And then the roasted potatoes. So are we seasoning them like what?
We're just going to season them with salt and pepper. Seasoning is salt and pepper. You'll notice every time we add something to the dish, we're going to be adding salt and pepper to compensate for what we're adding, because everything also has its own salt content or lack thereof. So we have to compensate for that.
Just salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. We're going to add some
Me at
other
home use
flavors later
spices,
on.
guys. I never. You sure there's no barbecue?
No, we're
steak
not
and
putting
chops?
barbecue because it's chicken. Come on, guys.
Okay,
That's-
chicken spice, yeah.
Chicken spice, we can try add a bit of chicken spice, but to have all the beautiful flavors, salt, pepper, the garlic, and that sauce will account for everything. Trust me.
I hope it does, guys. I don't trust the salt and pepper thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest. but you know what? He's a trusted chef. This is from a recommendation from my friends. So I think it's gonna pull through. Okay, let's start chopping.
Great.
So what do I do?
Okay,
Where do we go?
you can grab some mushroom. You can just chop that up as finely as you can.
Find me. So
yeah.
slices.
Not slices, chop it up.
Oh.
So small little pieces.
Okay.
As small as you can. That's going to be part of the stuffing. So it needs to be as small as possible.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to start with the chicken,
Okay.
which is just opening it up.
Yeah, guys, please look at this bag. Man, I thought it was a running pin. Please look at how it comes out.
I have to walk around with my utensils.
Yeah, please don't make this man angry. He will slice you. That's what's gonna happen. I need this bag for myself because I will slice you too. Okay, yo, guys. If someone ever frames me, please never use this video as reference. Like, I did not kill anyone.
There's
and
not
I'm-
evidence. Internet is forever.
Oh my god, my mom has that thing.
It's
Yeah.
basically to take off the more rough edges on your knife after it gets sharpened. So it's not really to sharpen the knife, it's to straighten the blade.
Okay.
So when you're cutting, it's a clean cut and not like a rough.
Yeah, so that your enemy can feel that thing.
Please, this is evidence.
Just like go through there, you know what I mean?
Okay, so opening up the chicken, we're basically just going to butterfly it, which is cutting it like so along.
On the side.
On the side.
Okay.
Ooh.
I think my enemy would really enjoy that.
So you want to be very careful not to just cut a piece of chicken off.
Yeah.
And just make sure it's opened up and flattened out. So please don't try this at home.
Yeah, no, guys, just basically slice it sideways.
Slice it sideways. So it's going to be quite open, just a flat, wider piece of meat.
Okay, so you're doing the second one now.
Yes,
but it kind of already is open. So what do you do about that?
It is kind of ready. So you just have to look for a way to extend the opening. You don't want to waste the piece of chicken. We're not going to waste any chicken.
Nope. This is Africa. We love chicken. Don't waste chicken.
So just find a way of extending it because you're going to roll it as well later on.
Oh, okay.
We'll see that in a bit.
Yeah. Guys, if you guys don't try this, you're missing out because I'm already salivating and I know this is going to be good. This is definitely going to be good. So, Kudzi, how did you get into your career?
So, I started off studying psychology and 6 months into my psychology degree, I realized that I needed to do something that I was going to enjoy doing for a longer period of time. Okay. Also, something that didn't involve me giving out prescription medicine.
Oh,
because, we need to be careful with that stuff.
So you don't want to prescribe medicine to people?
No, I want that to be, it's a very strenuous job, I feel. After studying it for 6 months, I realized that it takes a lot of mental labor, first off.
On your end as the psychologist.
Yeah, okay. Exactly, because we take in a lot of
trauma from other people.
So all that we're discussing in a session is also coming onto us. We take that home. And also having that and carrying that with you is a lot to have. And personally, I felt that I wanted to play with knives. Rather.
Okay. From psychologist to knives. Find out in the next series of who he killed. Okay, cool. And then how did you start like your food journey? Because like 6 months, and were you in South Africa, not in South Africa?
No, I was not in South Africa. I was in Florida. And I was on an athletic scholarship. This is a whole other story. I was on an athletic scholarship. So I was running. And I decided to move back home, and then it was finding a good place to express the dream.
You guys, off camera, we have chopped everything and butterflied the chicken like he said we should. There'll be pictures and you guys are going to see like how it's supposed to look. Hopefully you guys haven't chopped like diagonally. But yeah, Kudzi, now that we've chopped everything, can you just take us through like what we're going to do with each ingredient and how they come together?
Okay, so it's stuffed chicken breast. So we've opened up the chicken. We're going to flatten it out. That's why we've got these,
makeshift
rolling pins.
Yeah, because also guys, we're students, and as students, ain't nobody got like, I think a rolling pin is like, what, 200 rands?
And
for a piece of wood, I never. Get, like, wrap a bottle or a straight glass, you guys. Like, I don't have straight ones, but like, in cling wrap.
Yeah, in cling wrap, just to make sure that the food contact is on something that's actually clean, not, a glass that we don't really.
Okay.
We're going to smash the chicken. So like not hard. We're gonna break that. So because it's also glass, we're just going to try and do that slightly.
So like a chicken tenderizer.
Yeah, almost like a chicken tenderizer. Don't use a tenderizer for this because a tenderizer is going to break into the meat. It's going to just tear into that, which is what tenderizing is.
Yeah.
Here you just want it to be flat enough for you to end up rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
My stress is coming out.
Exactly.
Like,
get that out.
That assignment.
Assignments are out.
That nigga.
Ooh, damn.
That fake friend.
Ooh.
I'm broke. My parents are not responding to me. I need money. Guys, please help.
Stress-free chicken.
I feel good. Okay.
So you can, when it's flat,
Like super flat.
super flat, as flat as you can. Just careful since we've got glass.
Yeah. I think all my problems are slightly solved. Like, actually, no, they're not solved, but I feel better about them. Like, it just feels like I was...
They'll be solved after the wine.
Sorry, what?
They'll be solved after the wine.
Yes! Yes.
Okay, so we also chopped up the mushrooms, onions. We put that in the bowl of mince. The mince is so that we add flavor. You're asking me about flavor.
Yeah.
So this is going to add flavor to the middle of the chicken. We all know chicken breasts are very bland and
I agree. Finally,
flavorless.
someone who
So-
agrees to this. People like, I like chicken breast. I'm like, you might not have personality. I'm joking. But personally, I don't like chicken breast like at all. At KFC, I'm like thigh, legs is leg, thigh, never breast. So
never breast. Breasts are
I
very...
understand why we need that.
So we're just going to mix this up, make this a little mixture and line it in the middle of our chicken breast.
Okay.
Then we'll
let's go.
roll it up. So I like to use my hands in this. If you've got
Yeah.
a small blender, you can use a small blender. It makes everything nice. Don't make it too smooth at the end of it. Just keep the texture there, but mix it thoroughly. So
Okay.
I like to get my hands in there. I don't know
We
if you
washed
want
our
to-
hands, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to get more stress out.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
So just gonna mix that up.
Okay.
And then we're gonna
He's going
put
in
that
there.
into. Oh, you go right in there. You have to.
Like like
In there.
just.
And then if I could get the salt.
Okay, guys, got the salt. This is salt, by the way. It's I know it's a weird way, but
Just
sea
a
salt
quarter of a
and
teaspoon of salt.
quarter.
Yeah,
That's enough.
that's a bit more. That's
Get a bit
slightly
more.
less. Yeah, get a bit. There we go. You need
Okay.
that salt in there, and then you can also sprinkle some pepper on top of that.
I'm still not convinced about the
That's
salt
good.
and pepper thing, but let's see.
What you can also do for me now is also sprinkle some salt on top. That got into your nose, didn't it? That's great. That's great.
Sprinkle what?
Some salt onto the chicken breast. A bit of salt, just.
Okay.
You can even do that salt bay thing and just,
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
It shouldn't get into my wine. Salty wine. Ooh, yeah. I need that $1 million steak from Salt Bay. Is it $1 million? Like that steak that he puts in your mouth.
It's close to $1 million. It's a couple of thousand rand for. It's usually Wagyu steak, I think, that he cooks in there. And Wagyu steak in South Africa, you could probably get in specialized stores for about 1,000 or so rand.
1,000 rands.
Yeah, for about 500 grams.
That's not as bad as I thought. Sorry.
You know,
So, and then isn't his like gold plated as well?
you can also get it gold plated, which is, I mean,
Why are people
if
eating
you,
gold?
I guess it's the aesthetics.
But gold though, like doesn't it like have a problem with the teeth? Like, you know, like it's like chewing metal, like chewing a coin.
Apparently not. Apparently it's a mineral and can stay in your system, so that's good. So
So it's actual gold.
yeah,
I thought
it's
it was
gold
like
flakes.
Hi guys, you will die. Just to look lavish. Please don't eat that thing. I don't think my body can digest that thing.
Yeah, I'm not yet there. I don't think I'm there yet.
Okay,
So we're gonna
we've
line
put-
it up with a bit of the mixture.
Mhm.
Remember, you're going to close this up, so you don't want to put too much stuffing,
Yeah.
because then it's going to be very difficult to roll up and close up. So as much as you can, after thoroughly mixing it, yeah, you can just flatten it there. You can even mash it in, just like push it into there. And another fun part is coming.
Mhm.
We're gonna roll up our stuffed
Chicken.
chicken. So you're cleaning wrap.
Oh, is that why the cling wrap is there? To
Exactly.
make it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, get cling wrap.
So from the longer end of your board, you grab both sides of
Sorry, I feel
Your
like it's
chicken
close to the side. Yeah.
Okay. And then you slowly just turn it. Literally.
Okay.
And try not to get the plastic in between,
Yeah.
but rolling with the plastic. Now, once it's rolled over, grab both ends, right? And then keep rolling.
Ooh.
It's going to be really tight. It has to be really tight. It's almost like a little sausage, a little chicken sausage.
Ah, okay.
And then once that's done, if you can tie it together or just tie the ends.
Okay. Ooh. I don't know if
You
mine
good?
is tight enough.
I mean, I think it is. It's really tight. All it has to be is it has to be closed, sealed off for the poaching part.
Poaching? Oh,
Yes.
like in the water?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, I'm failing at this thing.
I hope you know.
I think I'm failing at the tying up part. Okay, I think. Oh, Jesus. So are we going to put the plastic in water?
Yeah, we're going to poach it like that. Because you wanted to keep its form, first of all. And as it cooks, it's going to stay in that form. Once it's cooked, we're going to take it out of the plastic and then brown it.
And that's healthy.
That is healthy, yes. It's cling wrap, so it is not, you're not eating the cling wrap.
But like cooking it and like putting it in temperature doesn't...
No, it doesn't affect the plastic at all. No,
Okay, cool.
not this plastic. Great, we've got both our...
balls. Yo guys, I'm joking.
And then now we're going to
Sausages.
work on
Still
the
doesn't help.
sauce and roast the potatoes.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Guys, we'll do this off camera and we will be back with the finished product.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and a discussion, but yeah.
Next step is cooking the chicken. You're going to need to poach the chicken breast, so ensure that the water is not boiling and bubbling, rather a slow and calm roll on the top of the water surface happening. If this is happening, drop the chicken breasts into the water for 20 minutes or until no more water is coming out of the chicken breast. Whilst this is happening, you can start on the sauce. You're going to need to sweat the rest of the shallot, so chop it up again into small pieces with that knob of butter in a saucepan. Sweat the onions and add a splash of white wine. Remember to add the garlic as well, just to add a bit more flavor into that, and some salt and pepper. To finish the sauce off, you're going to need to add the chicken stock and simmer that down until it's halfway through, and then add the double cream, all the double cream into the sauce. Reduce that as well, and then add the rest of the chopped parsley and remove from the heat. Take out the chicken from the water after 20 minutes. Remove the wrap from the chicken and then brown the chicken in a hot pan. Remember to add salt and pepper just for flavoring as well on top of the chicken. Once the chicken is browned, let it cool on a board before cutting it into whichever shapes you'd like, circles or tiny triangles if you prefer. Serve the chicken with the baby carrots and drizzle the sauce on top of the dish for garnish. You can also sprinkle some parsley after that is done to add a bit of garnish to the plate.
Okay guys, so you can see we have made world class. Guys, when I say world class, yeah? Salt Bay has nothing on this. Also, if he wants to, he will. And if you're a nigga watching this, I have given you a tip of how to have a whole date under 250. So we have made our chicken palatine served with side potatoes, and we are pairing it with our Chardonnay. 2019 unwooded.
Unwooded, yes.
And you're gonna have to jump into that. How does the pairing work with the food and why the specific wine? Yeah.
Okay, so firstly, the pairing. Always remember when you're cooking, a glass of wine for yourself and a glass of wine for the dish. I chose the Chardonnay.
Like all the time?
All the time. You always
Really?
have to. It makes it better. You have to drink whilst you're cooking. You can't just cook.
Okay. Pro tip.
You see? So we're using the Chardonnay today because I want to exaggerate the flavors of the chicken.
Oh, okay.
So when you're choosing a wine that's going with your food, you need to think about two things. Do you want to exaggerate the flavors of the food, or do you want to complement the food to exaggerate the
whole experience?
The whole experience.
Yeah.
So I wanted to put more focus on the food itself, but still have something very light, but still enjoyable.
Okay.
Which is a Chardonnay. You won't go wrong with a Chardonnay. If you make it a wooded Chardonnay, it gives you more flavor. Anything with wood, more flavor goes into that. Makes it a more pungent wine.
By wood, I need to get this right. Is it what the wooden barrels were smelling like, or did I put actual wood?
You put the wine itself in wood, so it means it's been matured, it's been fermented in wood.
And then because this one is unwooded, then it means it was fermented in what?
It would be metal tanks, these stainless steel tanks, but usually it's not. If it's unwooded as well, it means it wasn't in those tanks for a long time. It was fermented in those tanks. The alcohol process was done in the tank, and then put straight into the bottle from that tank. Whereas wood, any wood contact, we'd say, being put in a wood barrel, can be about 6 months. From then on, you start actually tasting the flavors of the wood.
Okay. So prior, when we're still chopping, you were talking about your passion and like how you got into cooking. Get into that.
Okay, so from psychology, I had to make a choice, and I had always grown up baking. I love baking.
Shout out.
So I'd bake almost every day at home. And my parents are just like, you really like cooking. Have you looked into becoming a chef? And where we're from, in the communities we're from, being a chef is not really something men do, being in the kitchen. So at first I was a bit skeptical.
Glamorous for men.
Exactly. I was a bit skeptical. I was, should I not? But
the patriarchy had you there.
Exactly. It was like, are you sure? Are you sure you're going to lose your
your thing? Yeah.
But no, went to Stellenbosch, to the private I.D.L.Y.T school. After a month at the private I.D.L.Y.T school, I was sure I was happy, and I knew exactly what I was going to do with the rest of my life.
So from not wanting to prescribe pills to being happy with a knife.
To being happy with a knife and happy talking to all these people on holidays, the interactions that you get to experience with all these guests from all over the world.
You get gifts.
Guests, not gifts. I do get gifts here and there. If you're nice to guests, they leave you a souvenir of sorts. Here and there. But that's not why we do it. It's more for the contact that you have with people. I loved talking to people, hence psychology. So this was a more lighter-hearted way for me to interact with people. And
this is the best therapy.
You see, cooking.
Food, guys, food.
Yeah.
Food number one. Top two, not two. Eating. Eating is the best thing that has ever happened to humanity. Like being able to taste all those intricate flavors and how they come together. Oh my God, so amazing. So you started at the hotel school. Like, what have you done so far? What are you planning to do? Like, exactly how far are you trying to take this cooking career?
So from the private I.D.L.Y.T school, I went to the one and only. Where I did a competition, the one and only Reaching for Young Stars. And I was doing the wine stewardship side of it. My counterparts, Peter Duncan, who's now the head chef at La Colombe, and Carmen.
My God, I've heard of that restaurant. Guys, all these things are very expensive. So if you're a student, please just just wait for the day you start earning money. Because these places are hella expensive, This budget is not it.
This is the simplified version.
This is probably a starter, like 250 is probably like a starter.
A nice light starter, and then you get to the heavy stuff.
Where you get one fig on a plate and some sauce, and then they say that's a starter. Yeah. Okay.
So
yeah.
after that competition, that's when I really got into wines, because I was in the wine stewardship and I had to immerse myself into a certain estate, because that's the estate I was pairing. I had to find my own wine to pair with the food that was being made. So that was my first real contact with my own pairing. I'd done wine studies, wines of the world. I'd done all those courses with the private hotel school.
Yeah.
But actual experience working as a sommelier, that was my first time. And from
sommelier. I'm gonna write that down for you guys, because I also know me also the spelling kicked me, but we'll get it.
Some for short, don't worry.
No. I feel like sommelier just has that thing, that Elia thing. Like, it just, yeah, you get it. So,
yeah, no, I do get it. I get it. So from then, my passion for wines, beverages started growing. I started researching and trying to learn more and more about wines specifically, because Stellenbosch is also like the best place to be for wines.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here. Top 5 Stellenbosch wines, because there's a lot of wine
top
farms.
5 Stellenbosch wines.
Yeah.
Okay, I will start from 5th. We'll go with Spear. Spear's
5th.
Yes, Spear's 5th.
Spear's so expensive in there. 5th. Oh Jesus, what is number 1? Okay, go on.
So we've got Spear. We've got Asara Wine Estate and Hotel. Lanzarak is 3rd. Tokara.
Okay, I saw that today at Checkers.
And then I think top would have to be. Wow, this is difficult. There are a lot of wine estates in
Just give one from your head, either way.
Friendship Wine Estate.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
That's a good top 5.
Thank you. I mean, you should really try them.
I will when I get a car and money. But you guys, this is our food and wine pairing chat. Yeah, you guys, so you have heard the top 5 of wines, so go check them out, go look at them, and also check out Kudzi himself. I heard in the grapevine that there's a wine company pulling through. This is me manifesting a partnership for this podcast episode, because the podcast show, not the episode, the whole show. Because listen, me and wine, number 1, number 2, secondly Savannah. But anyway, I'll get to that in another video. But so today, who are we celebrating?
Today we are celebrating Panashe, my girlfriend. We're celebrating her particularly today because she started working at this great company, and she's gotten into this initiative for Women's Month, actually, to put a spotlight on women in tech, women in education, and just enrich and give more information about that to all the young women out there, which I think is something valuable, especially for a black woman in a tech company doing something like that.
So she's a black woman in a tech company.
In a tech company.
Ooh.
It's great.
Oh, I found my new best friend, you guys. I'm also a black woman in tech. We are doing this. We're killing it. We're taking up the space. Shout out to Panashe.
Shout out.
What are people supposed to change this week?
I think people need to tell the truth a lot more. Honesty.
This reminds me of when Sungana said, stop lying to yourself. So the new habit. So when Sungana said, stop lying, he's saying, start being honest. You see, so you get what I mean? Like that the habit is, stop this habit, take the other one. So be honest. Be honest.
We need to, from forefront, as long as you're honest, there aren't going to be as many problems. If we know the utmost truth, there aren't going to be any problems. There are no expectations other than that truth.
But like what like inspired you? Like honesty in what sense? Because there's different types of honesty, and like I feel like
in all senses, to be honest.
Okay.
All senses, in everything that you do, be honest. If it's your relationship, if it's starting a relationship, be honest about your intentions in that relationship from the get-go, But yeah, that's what I'll change.
Be honest.
Please.
Be honest, guys. Stop lying. Also, if you do this date for someone you're not honest to, may the hell, fire, and lightning strike you, because you're not being honest with your intentions. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this episode. This was Lulu_Villain with Kudzi, who does drinks pairing, food pairing, everything, you guys. Find him in these really expensive hotels, getting his coins. So you better give the man his coins. And thank you so much for tuning in. This was me. Have a great week.